Hey, hey! Happy Wednesday! It's Wellness Wednesday here in our community, the Holistically Valuable. And I actually was chatting on a post with Brittany, and she was talking about how she had trouble falling asleep and she has anxiety. So I figured it would be very valuable if I shared some tips you guys can start trying today to see if it will help improve your sleep. I have 5 of them that I've written down. If I'm looking down, it's because I have notes because I don't want to forget what I'm going to say. So tip number 1 that you can start doing tonight to help you sleep better would be tomorrow morning, try to wake up without an alarm clock. Now, set an alarm, obviously, but try to wake up before it. Or if you're going to set an alarm, you know, the really loud ones, when you wake up oh my gosh, like the alarm goes off and you like freak out, that's like, it's not healthy to wake up like that. Like our circadian rhythm, we're supposed to gradually wake up. So if you're going to wake up with an alarm clock, use one that has like a general increasing intensity tone, like a gong, or there is one on an iPhone that it's a chime, and it starts growing in intensity, like volume and strength, as it goes on. So it gradually wakes you up. A gradual wake up is so much easier. Basically, why is our circadian rhythm? I think it's a sleep cycle's basically 90 minutes. And if you're waking up with an alarm, you're waking up in the middle of that, and it's actually going to take you as much, like, say you wake up with like 30 minutes into your cycle, it's going to take you another hour to actually fully wake up. You're going to be really groggy, which is why you get up with an alarm and you feel like crap every morning. That's why, because it's interrupting the sleep, the REM sleep, or the rhythm. It goes like this, if you've ever seen the circadian rhythm. That's what it's interrupting. And that's generally why you wake up and you feel like just horrible. So try to gradually wake up so it pulls you out of it gradually instead of unexpectedly, like an alarm would normally do. Tip number 2 that you can try would be normally because of the circadian rhythm, you'll see that you have more energy in the morning. That's when our cortisol is the highest. So everything that's pressing or would be stressful or intense need to do in like the early waking hours as you're getting up, like exercise, any stressful thing that you might have to handle during the day. Anyone that says they're a night owl, actually, it's completely a myth. There's no way. Honestly, you should probably get your adrenals looked at and your hormones, because if you're a night owl, that means your hormones are off, which is causing you to stay awake. It's insomnia. I know some people work overnight shift. I totally get that. Your hormones are totally out of whack. You need some vitamin D on top of the fact of getting like maca to balance your hormones, because legitimately they're off. So tip number 2 would be get things done in the morning when you have the most energy. And you're going to notice that, like, generally, and if you have a healthy adrenal function and a healthy rhythm, or hormone levels, you'll tend to get tired as the night goes on. Like, I get up at 3:20 in the morning. It's probably way too early because you're supposed to be up before the sun, right as the sun comes up. So it's a little too early. But I am ready for bed by 8:30. So I generally think I have a very good sleep cycle. And I get, like, even on my days off, I'll get up, maybe the latest, sometimes I'll get up at like 4:30, and I'm like, oh my God, I slept in. It was like an hour extra. But I generally try to keep the same wake up schedule and sleep schedule, and that keeps everything normal. So that's another tip to try. Try waking up and going to sleep at relatively the same time every night too. Number 3, and that was just a bonus tip, by the way, because normally that wasn't on my list here. But number 3 is eat on a schedule and eat whole foods. Processed foods and anything that's like generally processed food or anything that's like made from a box, convenience food, take more energy to digest. So you're using that extra energy. So eating whole foods provides all the vitamins, and it's easily digestible. So and when you're eating on a schedule every hour, you're keeping your blood sugar even and your cortisol levels even, which keeps you at an even level of energy. If you get those spikes, you're gonna have those sugar cravings, and that's just gonna cause a dip in energy, and you're gonna feel super tired and groggy. And that is like literally a cycle you can go through out the day with if you eat like a really carby meal in the morning, you're gonna get that blood sugar spike because carbs break down to sugar. So try to stay away from really high carb meals in the morning. Piece of fruit's fine because it's lower in the sugar category, but anything like, I highly am against oatmeal for that reason, because it's a lot of sugar in the morning, unless you're like weightlifting or something and needing to gain weight. But tip number 4 to help you sleep better is, as the day winds down and it starts getting darker outside, shut your blinds, lower your lights, and just turn on some candles, and even like soothing music, and take a warm bath with lavender. Lavender is very calming. If you have lavender oil essential oils to burn, that would be great too. You want to light keeps us awake, so you want to bring the light down, shut the lights off. Obviously, electronics are huge. Like, if you try to go to sleep with a TV on, you're not going to go to sleep. There's like blue light emitted from that, and the blue light legitimately interrupts your it suppresses melatonin, which keeps you awake. Melatonin is what puts you to bed, right? So the blue light actually suppresses it, and it'll keep you more awake. So if you try to go to sleep with a TV on, not happening. Sorry. Another thing is playing with your phone before you go to bed. You're gonna have a really hard time falling asleep because that's got the blue light emitting, right, and suppressing the melatonin, so you're more awake. Computers too. There is actually, I'll post a link to it. There's actually, if you have to like be on your computer, there's actually an app you can download that actually blocks the blue light. So you can be on the computer and it doesn't do the blue light's blocked. So you can use it and it won't suppress the melatonin. So it shouldn't keep you awake. There's actually also, if you're going to like watch TV or be on your phone before you go to sleep, there's actually blue blocker. Yeah, do you remember that song? Anyone that's like in their 40s or maybe even like 30s will probably know, like, get yourself a pair of blue blockers, right? There's a reason why, because it blocks the melatonin. It's hilarious. There's actually, if you get blue blocker sunglasses, you can, as like the night winds down, put them on, and you can watch the TV or be on your phone or on your computer if you have to be up late at night, and you put the blue blockers on, and it suppresses that blue light, so you can actually get off and go to sleep. It's like keeping your rhythm normal. I'll actually post a link to a really affordable pair of those. They're like yellow or amber glasses. I'm sure people have seen them before, but it blocks that blue light, and that's like really, really helpful to help you go to sleep if you're like on your phone or whatever right before you go to sleep. That's another reason. Now, if you tried like these, I have like a ton of them more. More tips. That was just 5 that I'm going to share with you guys today. If like what you eat is huge, and your hormone levels and adrenal glands, like if you're stressed out or anxious all the time, or you like have a really stressful job like I do, you're gonna find it really hard to go to sleep. Your mind's gonna be racing, that kind of thing. If like these tips, get back to me. Like, I'm gonna check in. Like, give me a 1 if you're gonna apply one of these. Let me know which one you're gonna do, and a 1 in the comments if you like are gonna try one of these, and let me know how it is and if it helps you. And we'll go through all the 5 if you like together, and see which ones help you guys. If none of them do, like, legitimately reach out to me, because I have some things you can try eating, and a drink you can actually take that works wonders. And there's actually enzymes you can take that'll help you sleep better. If it's really such a problem where you really can't sleep, because that really affects our health. Let's be honest. Not being able to sleep is stressful, and your body can't run optimally without 7 to 9 hours of sleep. 7 to 9 hours of sleep. So I hope you enjoyed this and got some value out of it. And I hope you enjoy the tips. I'll post those links a little later, so you guys can look at the app for your phone or for your computer and the glasses. So let me know which one you're going to try. Give me a 1 if you like these tips, and comment below with which one you're going to try, and then we're going to try it for a week and see if it helps at all. So we'll check back in a week, and I'll be posting throughout the week and asking which one you guys are doing and how it's going. So I hope you enjoyed this. If anyone can get value out of this, And please ask them before you add them, but you guys can add people to the group if you find that somebody else will really get use out of this, go right ahead. But make sure you get permission before you, don't just add people without asking them, because that's just rude. We don't do that. We don't add people to groups without asking first. So if they're interested in joining and they want to, add them to the group. I have no problem with it. This is for everybody to get better sleep and be overall healthier. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you think. And if you have any other questions regarding other issues, I can bring them up in a future live. Just comment below with what you need. And if you're watching the replay, type replay in there too. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.